Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. So I hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. I do want to say thank you to all of you for your kind words, your messages of confirmation, your Cash App donations. I really appreciate you guys. And I am so thankful and grateful to be able to be here with you on your healing journey. So yeah. So I didn't receive any channel messages, y'all, so we're just going to hop in and see what's going on. At the bottom of the deck, we got bit off more than they can chew. Somebody, could have bit off more than they can chew. Whoever this is, they could have to eat their words. You could be seeing a lot of hummingbirds at this time. But this is like my spirit guide card. So there's a spirit guide in the mist. So, if you're seeing hummingbirds a lot, it could be, like your spirit guides, letting you know that, like they're around you. But yeah, somebody's back is definitely against the wall. So whoever this is that bit off more than they could chew, or, they're having to eat their words. They possibly, thought that your back was going to be against the wall in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't know. Somebody, could be getting arrested, because this is like the police telling somebody, put your back against the wall. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back, Maybe somebody thought, that somebody, was going to be arrested. Maybe somebody, has grown up, a certain type of way. And so, how people say, well, they were raised, in a low-income neighborhood, where there's a lot of crime and, a lot of, negativity, and so, basically, it's assumed, that, if you grow up in that kind of community that, you're going to, conform to that community, like being a product of your environment. But somebody, could have made it out, Somebody, could have defied the odds. Holy Spirit. Or that's what somebody's doing, defying the odds. Hushing the naysayers. Somebody could have a lot of spirit guides. We just don't have one spirit guide. But somebody, could have multiple spirit guides. This is one of the real love cards in this deck. So yeah, real love. Maybe somebody is searching for real love. Somebody's name could be Mary. Or something about Mary Magdalene is significant. The Virgin Mary. Somebody, could be Catholic, or somebody, was raised Catholic. But this is also the baby mama card. So you could, be the mother of a child. You could have, like just had a child, or somebody, just had a child. Or, that could be, a part of somebody's destiny, to, like have a child. The Bible says be fruitful and multiply, But being fruitful and multiplying doesn't just mean, having kids, It means, be fruitful, in your wisdom, multiply your wisdom. Be fruitful in your knowledge, multiply your knowledge. So something about that is significant. Mm. Somebody could be clairsentient out here. Somebody, you know, definitely, yeah, could smell, you know, like when their ancestors are around. You know, somebody, you know, could, yeah, smell trouble coming from a mile away. Somebody, you know, could smell, you know, when, yeah, like some type of negativity, you know, was being thrown at them. Somebody, you know, yeah, they can smell, you know, evil eye. They can smell, yeah, toxicity. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have, you know, like threw real love away, you know. So it's kind of like, yeah, somebody, you know, like fumbled a blessing out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to fly under the radar. But the good deeds card came out. I feel like you know, there are a lot of people, you know, that have big hearts in this world. And there are a lot of people, you know, that like to take advantage of people that have big hearts. So, you know, if you're one of those people that have a big heart, you know, just know that, you know, like, you know, having a big heart, you know, yeah, is a strength, but it also, yeah, could be a weakness, you know, because this is like, you know, people knowing, you know, that somebody, you know, has a big heart, and so they purposely take advantage of, you know, the big-hearted individual to the point to where, you know, the big-hearted individual, you know, yeah, they're down, you know, they're down and out, and yeah, and they don't have anybody in their corner. But the big-hearted individual, you know, has been in multiple people's corners, you know, pulling them, you know, out of, you know, like their dark places. So just be aware of that. Be aware, you know, of, yeah, being, you know, like too nice, or be aware, you know, of like who you're being, you know, like, let me not say who you're being nice to, but yeah, like who you're, you know, like helping, you know, like who you're, you know, like giving to, who you know, yeah, who you're allowing in your energy, you know. But yeah, there's a good deed that definitely, yeah, is being noticed out here. There also could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, could be about to go through some type of storm. But this is, yeah, God's wrath, God's vengeance. So God could be getting, you know, vengeance for somebody. There could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, could be under, you know, like God's wrath out here. And it could definitely, yeah, be taking a toll on somebody. If somebody, you know, is a parent, I feel like yeah, like somebody, you know, is a great parent out here. I say it all the time, you know, parents have it hard. Because there is no handbook, you know, to, you know, teach a parent how to be a parent, you know. It basically, you know, yeah, parents learn by doing. So I feel like that, you know, like going back, you know, to when we were talking about, you know, like somebody growing up a certain type of way. So, you know, yeah, maybe somebody, you know, grew up, you know, in an abusive household. Somebody, you know, grew up in a, you know, toxic, codependent household. And yeah, somebody refuses, you know, to, yeah, raise their kids in that way. Somebody refuses, you know, to, yeah, you know, yeah. It's something about, you know, yeah, like somebody, yeah, like breaking chains, breaking generational curses out here. But the big red book came out. This is the justice card. So justice is definitely, yeah, going to be served on somebody's behalf out here. I don't know, somebody, the justice system, you know, could be serving somebody some papers. But yeah, this is like getting the big book thrown at you. So yeah, like somebody, you know, standing up in front of the judge, and the judge is like, yeah, I don't want to hear anything else. Bailiff, put the cuffs on him and knock him up. So, we got Libra. So you could be a Libra, have Libra in your chart, or there's a Libra involved. Give me my money. So there could be some type of legal situation, and it could have something to do with some money. With this good deeds card and this give me my money card, this is like, yeah, like somebody receiving some type of reciprocation, or somebody, you know, like being rewarded, you know, for, yeah, like their good deeds. Wow. So there could be somebody, that, yeah, could be being rewarded for their good deeds, but at the same time, there could be people that, could have tried to take advantage, of a good-hearted person that could be, getting God's vengeance under God's wrath at this time. Somebody could be angry, and it could be because, something is done, because this has put a fork in it, it's done. So somebody, could be angry about it, or yeah, whoever, fumbled the blessing, they could be angry. Maybe they could be realizing now, that they fumbled the blessing, and they could, be at a fork in the road. Why is this real love card here? Somebody, could have to start over. Or somebody, could be choosing to start over. This is like, like somebody, if somebody has kids, and I'm just using kids as an example because there's a baby on this card, because not everybody has kids, but, somebody, they could have, older children, so yeah, teenagers or young adults, and then, yeah, like somebody, starts over and they have, like a newborn, so yeah, like if somebody, hasn't had a kid, in 20 years, yeah, that's like teaching a kid how to ride a bike, so, but I feel like excuse me, whatever, whatever's going on in somebody's life, yeah, somebody just needs to know, that it's going to be okay. But this could be, like the start of, like a new beginning for somebody as well. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an O. But I feel like whatever, like somebody, could have done something in the past. And it was, like a big good deed. I feel like that, yeah, like it's being returned, or yeah, like somebody's being rewarded, for, yeah, like that big good deed out here. Why is this a good deed here? Somebody definitely, yeah, has been a blessing, to, multiple people. And I feel like that, somebody, is about to receive rewards for being blessings to multiple people. This is one of the intuition cards. So, somebody, possibly, could be being rewarded, for, like, trusting their intuition. Trust your intuition when it comes to, like somebody, like trying to give you something, especially when it comes to like money. Or trust your intuition, going back to, yeah, when it comes, like to helping people. Because, again, not everybody, are good people, and yeah, you could be around people for 30 years, and you think that they're one of the best people in the world, until, yeah, you find out that, yeah, they're really one of the worst people in the world. I don't know, something about a bribe as well. So be aware of a bribe. Or somebody, could have been bribed to do something. I don't know, somebody trying to bribe the justice system. But yeah, there's a feminine energy out here. So be aware of whoever this feminine energy is. Why is this getting my money here? Somebody's first letter, last name could start with a C. Somebody could be from Orange County. Something about some OC spray. Somebody, could get sprayed, with pepper spray. The trapezium card flew over. I'm going to put it back, though. But, yeah. Somebody, could feel trapped. Or be aware, of, yeah, like somebody, like trying to pay you, to, yeah, get you trapped up. Or, yeah. Or somebody, yeah, trying to pay somebody, to help them to, like get out of a trap. Or, yeah, somebody, yeah, misusing and abusing somebody's kindness, when it comes to, like money, and then, yeah, like they get trapped up, or maybe, yeah, that's the point. So somebody, could be being used, like as a spiritual trap, for whoever those people are that, that are, receiving, God's vengeance or under God's wrath. But somebody possibly, needs to check their mail out here. So somebody, could receive some type of letter in the mail. Something about saving money or some money in a lockbox. Give me another one, please, Holy Spirit. I just heard 3 hots and a cot. So something about, somebody being locked up. We got shocked. So somebody definitely, could be about to be shocked out here. And this could be, like a good shock. This could be a bad shock. But this, when it comes to somebody being shocked, they could be shocked, about, what's getting ready to take place, in their life. This shocked energy, it's like, like somebody, going back to, somebody, like doing a big good deed in the past, and and 20 years later, like they're being rewarded for it, but like they find out, why they're being rewarded for it. Somebody's first name or last name could start with a S. Somebody could be from South Carolina. Somebody, could be shocked to find out that somebody's sick as well. Somebody definitely, could be shocked, to find out some information. This is like some type of rumor, you know what I mean? That somebody, could be shocked to hear or shocked to find out. I don't know if somebody, try to pay somebody, like to get somebody sick, because that's also what I'm picking up. At the bottom of the deck, we got bad karma. So we saw God's vengeance, God's wrath. So, so somebody definitely could be getting some type of bad karma out here. We got a divine masculine, so there could be a divine masculine that could be receiving some type of bad karma. This divine masculine, they could have tried to take somebody's kindness for weakness. At the end of the day, maybe, they've changed, because, it is a divine masculine. Whoever this is, they could be a Muslim. Something about, somebody's beliefs out here. What's going on, Holy Spirit? It definitely, could be a lot going on for somebody at this time. Somebody's high vibing out here. Somebody is good vibes only. Somebody, could be trying to, like live to the fullest, Somebody definitely, is enjoying, like the present out here. So I feel like, like somebody, is doing, what, the Most High God, has asked of them to do. Somebody, has, showed up, in their godly energy, Somebody, has, been the selfless individual, that the Most High God, wants them to be. I feel like like there are people, they try to take advantage of, like the God within somebody, because as godly people, as people, that love God, we're supposed to, do certain things, technically, like regardless, of how people, treat us, or whatever have you. But those that treat people, wrong, they just don't know that, like karma comes behind it. God's wrath and God's vengeance comes behind it. This is like, just using this as an example, like kids at school, and the teacher, tells John, somebody's name could be John, but that just came out of the blue. Something definitely, could happen out of the blue that could cause somebody to be shocked. But so the teacher tells John, John, collect all the pencils, and sharpen them, for the class, and yada yada baze. And then you have Mike, the class clown, the distractor, so John is collecting all the pencils. You know, and Mike, Mike wants to trip John. Mike, wants to hurry up and collect all the pencils, and keep him away from John, all type of stuff, and so then the teacher, notices it, and the teacher's like, Mike, hey, cut it out. You're trying to, stop John, from, doing what I've asked John to do. And so, Mike, doesn't pay any attention to it because, Mike thinks that Mike's the teacher, not realizing that, Mike's the student, So Mike keeps up, the monkey business. And so, the teacher comes to Mike and says, Mike, since you want to be disobedient and since you want to, distract John, from doing what I'm asking John to do, won't you just exit the classroom and go to the principal's office? So something about that could be significant. So this could have something to do with, like a divine counterpart being told to exit the premises. I don't know. Somebody, could, like pop up on somebody, and, like somebody is like, get off of my property. And, they don't want to get off of somebody's property. So, the police could be called or, like somebody, could, spray somebody or, just be careful. But, we got ashamed. So somebody's ashamed out here. Somebody definitely is walking around with guilt. Somebody's embarrassed. They're in the wrong. This is like, somebody, walking around, thinking that they're a divine masculine, but like they're not. They're a karmic masculine, or vice versa, thinking that they're a divine feminine, but they're not. They're a karmic feminine. But somebody definitely is ashamed out here. They're going to be. This is somebody, that they're phony. This is somebody, that'll trick you. Somebody, could have, tricked somebody out of their money or something about, like somebody being a trick. Tricks are like hoes, prostitutes. So I don't know, somebody, was paying, women, for, for SCX or, But somebody definitely, they like to create illusions. Whoever this is, they live in fairy tale land. Be aware, of, like who you, give second chances to. This is somebody, that, they could have been trying to limit somebody, you know what I mean? In some way, shape, form, or fashion. Or this is somebody, that has limited themselves. Somebody, could have a taboo job out here. Taboo jobs are jobs, that people, like many people wouldn't necessarily do. There could have been some type of crime that could have been committed. Or this is somebody, that, they could have stole from somebody, This is somebody, that, now they could be into somebody. Maybe, they weren't into somebody, but now they could be. Or somebody, is about to be shocked, to, find out that somebody is into somebody. But just be aware. Because I don't like the whole bribe, the whole paying for, services or whatever have you. Or whoever this is, they know that they owe somebody something. We got a funeral. There could be a feminine energy that could pass away. That's for somebody, not everybody. If there's been a feminine energy that passed away, this feminine energy definitely, could be, like trying to communicate with somebody. They could be trying to tell somebody something. For somebody, they could be trying to tell somebody, like how they passed away. So if it's, like a mysterious how somebody passed away, whoever that is trying to, let somebody know how they passed away. But somebody, is, like trying to put a death to, like somebody's intuition out here. So somebody, could be trying to block somebody's intuition. But we got cyberbully at the bottom of the deck, so be aware, of a cyberbully. Somebody, they could have paid somebody, like to cyberbully somebody. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, something is definitely, yeah, when this funeral card comes out, yeah, something is going to happen. So, yeah, somebody, could be shocked to find out, yeah, like something has happened. But it goes back to, yeah, God's vengeance, God's wrath, bad karma. Somebody, yeah, could have paid, people, to lie and say that they were being bullied online by somebody. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be being bullied online, or yeah, like somebody, has suffered from being bullied online. So that could be, what somebody, could be about to receive some type of payment for. Yeah, we got reckless sex. So somebody definitely, yeah, could have paid, yeah, could have been paying people, like to have sex. Somebody, could pass away, and it could have something to do, with like some type of reckless sex situation. Or yeah, going back to the crime. So yeah, there could have been a crime, or could be a crime of passion, committed. But we got doing drugs. So somebody, could be sick from doing drugs. Somebody, could pay a lot of money, you know what I mean, for drugs. But something about, yeah, somebody taking pills out here. Having reckless sex, taking pills. We got a stalker. So somebody, could have a stalker out here, so be aware. Somebody, could just be sitting, watching somebody online, while they're popping pills or whatever have you. Whoever this is, they could be expecting a new beginning with somebody. So for somebody, yeah, whoever this is, that could be expecting a new beginning with somebody, yeah, they possibly, could be overindulging because, yeah, like, in their heart of hearts, they know that, yeah, like, there's not going to be a new beginning when it comes to, them and whoever, they're expecting a new beginning with. I don't know, somebody, yeah, like, wants to try to pay somebody, to have, like, some type of new beginning. I'll pay you, to be with me, I'll pay you. Something about a surrogate. Somebody, could be a surrogate, or, yeah, like, somebody, could want to, like, ask somebody, like, to be a surrogate or something like that. But be aware of, yeah, a couple out here. So there could be a couple behind something. Because it's two people on this card. So be aware. So there's two people, a man and a woman, that definitely, yeah, could be teaming up, like, yeah, like against somebody. So this is like, yeah, like a couple, planning and plotting on somebody. And so, yeah, it's kind of like the feminine energy looks like they're the one that's like, yeah, well, message them and tell them you love them. Message them and tell them, that, yeah, you want to start over with them. So somebody just needs to be aware. But somebody, yeah, somebody could receive, like some type of heartfelt message out here. We got legal matters. So somebody definitely, yeah, has legal matters out here. It could have something to do, with how somebody passed away. It could have something to do with a divorce, property, paternity. So somebody, yeah, could be getting a paternity test. Or, yeah, somebody, could have, like some type of legal matters when it comes to child support. Somebody definitely, yeah, could, they could have gotten the justice system involved because they could have been doing some type of illegal stuff, paying for information, yeah, paying, for somebody to be investigated out here. Somebody's also, yeah, about to be shocked to find out, that, yeah, like whatever, was going on, behind somebody's back, whatever somebody or somebody, was doing behind somebody's back, yeah. Somebody, yeah, could have been investigating it on somebody's behalf. So somebody, could be shocked to find out that they have, like an ally. But there could be, like whoever this is that's investigating somebody, yeah, they could be into somebody. So I don't know if this is, like a private detective, a detective, I don't know. Yep. Somebody, could feel rejected out here. Or, yeah, the Most High God is like, hell no. I don't know. Somebody, yeah, they could have, like somebody, could have tried to bribe somebody. Somebody, could have tried to, yeah, like get somebody, like to do something to somebody. And yeah, there could have been a lot of money, that yeah, could have been on the line, and yeah, like somebody, yeah, could have told, yeah, like rejected the offer, like, wow. But this is like, yeah, like somebody, like yeah, like telling, yeah, somebody, anything and everything that they think that somebody wants to hear, in order for them, like to have their way. So I don't know. I feel like somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to be rejected and they don't even know it. This person, they've been wasting time, yeah, they're stuck. They're, they limited themselves. Wow. But this is somebody, that, yeah, like, could put somebody, like in that energy or in that state of mind. So somebody, yeah, starts a new beginning with somebody, yeah, like it's not gonna be good for somebody. Or there's somebody, that, yeah, like they were, expecting some like different results, but they keep doing the same shit, different day, and yeah, they're receiving yeah, like the same results. Somebody definitely has been dreaming about somebody. Somebody sees somebody in their dreams out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs to, like pay attention to their dreams. But I've been picking that up in the last couple of messages. But there definitely, yeah, could be some type of dream that could come true for somebody. But I feel like whoever this is, that's been dreaming about somebody, I feel like that whoever this is, yeah, like, I don't know. This could literally be a stranger, or this could be a past person. This could be a present person. I don't know. But what I was just about to say is whoever this is has been dreaming about somebody. Yeah, it's not, like high vibing, like dreams. It's not, yeah, it's this person, could have, like some type of sexual thoughts about somebody. Whoever this is, yeah, they're really sexual. I don't know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could try to pay, for somebody to have sex with them, or somebody, yeah, like somebody paying for sex. Yeah. Somebody is in the middle of something. Somebody is trying to sabotage something out here. It could be a feminine energy, that somebody, could have had some type of sexual interaction with. It could be somebody, that, yeah, it could be somebody, that, yeah, like they just pay to play. But yeah, we got the last laugh. So whoever this is, baby, they think that they're going to get the last laugh. But you're going to get the last laugh. Yep. Whoever this is, yeah, they could have caused, like you challenges, or yeah, they could be causing themselves challenges. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to have to make some type of decision here. There could be somebody that, yeah, they possibly need to, like do some type of inner healing out here. We got the altar at the bottom of the deck, so somebody, that somebody, could have been married to, could be, like trying to sabotage something out here. We have give it time. So everything happens in divine timing. So somebody, is being told to, yeah, trust the process and, yeah, let things flow. So this is like, yeah, like, like, yeah, just being still, and let God, do God's thing. Because whatever, was done in the dark comes to the light. There could definitely, could be people, that, it's time, for them to, like pay up, but not necessarily financially. This is like, like people, that, they've been wronging people, they've been cheating on people, they've been, doing certain things to people. And, it's time, for, them to, get what they get. And, who cares if they throw a fit? But we got communicate. So somebody possibly, could want to communicate with somebody. Somebody, could be trying to stop somebody from communicating. But something about, like somebody, like trying to communicate, wanting to, like work something out. This could have something to do, with like a legal situation. Something about a threesome is significant as well. Somebody, could be mysterious out here. Somebody, could be trying to figure somebody out, but like they can't. Somebody possibly, could feel like that they've been bewitched. Or somebody, they could have paid, for, paid a lot of money, for a love spell. We got health issues could arise. So somebody definitely, could have some type of health issues out here. Somebody definitely, whatever these health issues are, that could arise, it definitely, could have something to do with, like somebody else. Or, be aware, somebody, could be trying to pay somebody to get somebody sick. So this is like, like somebody that has something, and like, going back to, that love message card, that couple. So, because they mad at somebody, they could try to, get somebody, that has, let's just say, herpes, I'll pay you $10,000 if, you get them in their bed, and, have sex with them. But, make sure you don't use no protection because, they need to be sick. Somebody just needs to be aware. But somebody, could be shocked about, what somebody, like communicates to them. Somebody, could, want to, like apologize. Somebody, could be crying. Be aware. Be a freaking aware. Because I feel like like somebody, could like know how to cry at the drop of a dime, whoever this is, they've done it multiple times, so I know if I cry, and get on my knees, they'll take me back, or they'll give me a second chance, or they'll forgive me. Somebody just needs to be aware. No sorries allowed. So something about, like whoever this is, they've already done it multiple times, or they've already, been given, like another chance, or this is somebody, that, will gaslight somebody. Everything that happened hurt me so much, I need more time to heal. How somebody, wants to communicate, and ask for forgiveness, but at the same time, talking about, you hurt me. So somebody, is going to use the excuse, you hurt me, that's why I did what I did. So there are so many things that somebody wants to say to somebody, but will you hear them out? Will you believe them? Somebody has something to say. Somebody definitely, this is somebody, that's somebody has a soul tie with, or like somebody, has some type of soul tie that they, don't want to let go of. But somebody is guilty as charged of doing something out here. And so somebody possibly, could want to confess. But there goes the ancestors at the bottom of the deck. So somebody definitely needs to know that, their spiritual team is definitely, in the building. What else, Holy Spirit? We got a wealthy man. So somebody, you know, could be shocked, you know. Somebody, you know, could come in contact with a wealthy man. But just be aware, you know. Because it's something about, yeah, like, I'm picking up, you know, like fake offer, you know, fake love, fake, yeah, false person in general. But going back to, yeah, like somebody, you know, could be shocked, you know, yeah, like to find out, you know, that, yeah, like they have some, like an ally or something like that. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could find out, you know, that they have somebody, you know, that, yeah, has been working behind the scenes to help them. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be hiring a lawyer out here. Somebody, you know, could be a lawyer. Yep, and then we got imprisonment. So somebody definitely, yeah, could get locked up out here. But there definitely, yeah, there could be somebody, you know, that they could already be locked up. This is for somebody, not everybody. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, that could be running back to somebody, telling somebody so some information about somebody. So going back to, yeah, like the investigating. So somebody, you know, could have had somebody, you know, like watching somebody and then, yeah, like reporting back to them, you know, like what they see. We got a child. So something about a child could be significant. Something about, yeah, child support could be significant. Somebody definitely, yeah, somebody's childish and immature out here. Be aware. Watch your kids, watch your teenagers, watch your young adults, because I don't know. Somebody's on the prowl. This is like, yeah. I'm picking up the energy that I picked up in the other message about, yeah, like a predator, you know what I mean, looking for victims. So, And then we have coffin. I don't know. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could have paid, you know, yeah, for somebody, you know, to, yeah, harm somebody. Or they could have tried to pay, you know, to, yeah, just like destroy somebody's life. This is crazy. Why is this wealthy man here? Yeah, we got courthouse, so somebody definitely is a lawyer. But I definitely do feel like that, yeah, like somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to receive some news. There could be somebody, you know, that goes from, yeah, like from the courthouse, you know, to, yeah, like the jailhouse. There could be multiple, there could be like a lawyer, you know, that could get locked up, a judge that could get locked up. So there could be, yeah, like some type of corruption going on. But yeah, we got the lovers. So Gemini energy. You could be a Gemini and have Gemini in your chart. There's a Gemini involved. Yeah, there could be a lover that's locked up, or yeah, whoever this lover is, they could, you know, like pass away, or somebody, you know, yeah, paid, you know, for a lover to, you know, yeah, be 6 feet under. Main female. Ooh, I feel like somebody, you know, is about to be shocked, really shocked to find out some information out here. There were a lot of people involved in some stuff. But yeah, there's also, yeah, like, there's also people, you know, yeah, so like there are a lot of people that, you know, like are against somebody, but there's also, yeah, a lot of people, you know, yeah, like that are for somebody. So going back to, yeah, somebody, you know, like having allies that they probably, yeah, don't even know that they have. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have been trying to ruin somebody's reputation out here. Ooh, somebody, you know, could be involved in some type of gang activity out here. Somebody definitely is on their life path. Somebody's life path could be the life path number 2. Yeah, it's all about balance. So somebody, you know, one of somebody's purposes, yeah, is to, you know, like help to create balance. Whoever this is, yeah, somebody possibly is not in communication with whoever this is. Or somebody, you know, could have paid somebody, you know, like to not communicate with somebody. We got a fraudulent DNA test. So somebody, you know, could have paid, you know, a lot of money, you know, for a fraudulent DNA test out here. And now somebody's having money problems. So somebody, yeah, they done tapped their bank account out, you know, trying to, yeah, basically pay, you know, like to get somebody destroyed out here. But yeah, who they're trying to destroy is somebody, you know, that operates in their North Node. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to balance out, you know, like, yeah, like their finances. But yeah, they can't. So something about, yeah, somebody, we got crime solved. So yeah, there could be a crime, you know, that could be solved. So that could be how somebody, you know, yeah, receives some type of payment out here. But there's an unapologetic person out here. So that could be the person that's under God's wrath. That could be the person, you know, that, yeah, it's under God's vengeance out here. Yeah, so somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to receive some felony charges out here. And it could definitely have something to do, you know, with like somebody from somebody's past, or it could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like the past. We got credit card scams, so somebody definitely, yeah, could have, you know, committed some type of credit card scam. I just saw a cousin, so somebody's cousin could be involved. We got declining health. So yeah, somebody's health definitely, yeah, could be declining out here. So it goes back to, yeah, health issues. So there definitely, yeah, could have been somebody or some people that, yeah, that were trying to, you know, like cause some type of roadblocks or cause some type of detours for somebody possibly, yeah, in the past. Yep, and now whoever these people are, you know, they're in a dilemma. These people, you know, they could have committed credit card scam, you know, but yeah, put somebody's name, you know, yeah, like the credit cards could have been in somebody's name, you know. Somebody, you know, could have been mad, you know, because, yeah, the father of somebody's child is the father of somebody's child. So somebody, you know, could have paid a lot of money to get a fraudulent DNA test done just to, yeah, say that the father of somebody's child is not, or vice versa. This is like, you know, like somebody passing away, like the father, you know, of a child or children passing away. And yeah, like somebody creates a fraudulent DNA test to say, you know, like they're the father, you know. So yeah, somebody, you know, could get money, you know, from like the life insurance policy or something like that. But yeah, either way it goes, whoever these people are, yeah, they're in a dilemma and they're looking for a sign. I'm also picking up too that, yeah, you know, like if somebody, you know, has been in a dilemma, and you know, like somebody, you know, was like, God, give me a sign. Yeah, somebody's about to receive a sign. If somebody, you know, has been wanting to know, you know, this is like, God, what is going on? You know, yeah, give me a sign. What do I need to do? Yeah, this is like, yeah, like somebody seeing a lot of hummingbirds, you know. So yeah, that lets you know that, yeah, your spirit guides are around you, you know, and yeah, they're there to guide you, you know, where you need to go. They're there as your sign, you know. So yeah, keep it moving or whatever have you. But yeah, we got words have power, so somebody's in a dilemma. They could be realizing that words have power. So yeah, what you put out into the universe, you get back. You speak negativity into the universe, yeah, you get it back, you know. Yep, and they feel like a fool. We got an undercover official out here. I just saw the last straw, so yeah. The last straw could have been, you know, when, yeah, like they, you know, paid, you know, to possibly, you know, like get somebody harmed. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like the Most High God, you know, yeah, that's when the Most High God got up on the throne. And all right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Yep. But yep, somebody's family is definitely, yeah, embarrassed by their actions out here. Yep, somebody, yeah, could have exposed information, you know, like to get some type of attention. Or be aware, you know, of, yeah, somebody exposing info to get some attention. There's also somebody or some people that, yeah, they're jealous, you know, of like somebody's courage out here. I don't know if people thought that somebody, you know, was exposing information to get attention. This is like somebody having, you know, like a social media platform, you know, but yeah, like It could be, you know, like a news podcast. So yeah, they're just, you know, putting out, you know, the news around the world, you know. And so yeah, somebody gets mad because they expose some information, you know, and it has something to do with whoever this is, you know. And maybe yeah, whatever information that, you know, they expose, they don't know that you know, yeah, like they expose, you know, information about these people, yeah. And somebody, you know, like helps a crime be solved, you know. So somebody, you know, could have gotten mad at somebody because they felt like somebody was exposing information to get attention. But yeah, like somebody, you know, was just, yeah, doing their job, or somebody, you know, was, yeah, just giving out the info to the people, you know. So there is a statement that has been taken out here. So somebody, you know, could have, yeah, written some type of statement. But yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, was a blessing to whoever this is. But somebody definitely is about to receive a blessing. So we got drama alert. So somebody definitely, yeah, be aware of the drama. But whoever this is, yeah, because their family is embarrassed by their actions, it has something to do with, yeah, somebody causing drama. We got a Scorpio. So you could be a Scorpio, or have Scorpio in your chart, or there's a Scorpio involved. But we got identity thieves. So yeah. So there's somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could have stolen somebody's identity, and yeah, they could have used it, you know, to commit credit card scam. You know, they could have used it, you know, for, you know, whatever it is that they, yeah, could use it for. Oh, we got blood test. So somebody definitely, yeah, could pay a lot of money for, you know, to do a blood test. Or this is like, yeah, like the courts, you know, yeah, like you know, like demanding, you know, like a blood test after, yeah, somebody's been caught, you know, trying to, yeah, create some type of fraudulent DNA test. And yeah, they don't know, you know, that, yeah, that comes with felony charges. There's a lot going on. Yeah, if we got child or children. So something about, yeah, like somebody's child or children being tested out here. Somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like hacked into somebody's social media account out here. Somebody could be trying to locate somebody. Somebody definitely had to find out, you know, that they were set up, or being set up. Or yeah, like somebody, you know, could find out that, yeah, like, yeah, for somebody, yeah, somebody, you know, could find out that, yeah, like somebody was living a whole life, a whole nother life, you know, behind their back. You know, like somebody living a double life. But there could be some type of past conversation that could lead to the admission of somebody's guilt out here. So be aware, because yeah, there's somebody, you know, that wants to play catch up. This is somebody, you know, that possibly owes somebody something, you know. And yeah, like they possibly, yeah, want to, you know, like pay somebody, you know, money. But yeah, like there's still, yeah, going to be consequences for their behavior out here. Yeah, somebody told many inconsistent stories out here. We got 1 to 5 years. So somebody, you know, could have been, you know, like telling many inconsistent stories for the last 1 to 5 years. Or yeah, the consequences for somebody's behavior is, yeah, to get 1 to 5 years. You could be seeing the angel number 1211, but yeah, you definitely need to know that your hard work and your dedication, yeah, will be rewarded. But there is somebody that is involved in some type of coercion out here. So somebody, you know, could have coerced, you know, somebody to, you know, cyberbully somebody. Somebody could have coerced somebody to, you know, ruin somebody's reputation. You know, coerced means, yeah, a bribe, you know, pay, you know, give gifts or whatever have you. But yeah, whoever this is, yeah, they can't run from this. And then on top of that, yeah, you definitely, yeah, could have figured them out. Somebody figured somebody out. Yeah, there is a judge that is involved in unethical actions in a legal case out here. Somebody's making themselves look dumb. There could be a lot of arguing going on back and forth between, people, that were involved in this coercion. Woo. Yeah. You could be the topic of discussion, or this situation, could be the topic of discussion out here. Yep. Somebody definitely, could have committed a crime out of passion. This could be a masculine energy, or there was a crime committed out of passion, and it was against a masculine energy. We got a cousin, so there could be a cousin involved. Yep, there's a karmic involved, so there's a lot of people that definitely could be arguing back and forth out here. But somebody definitely needs to say hello to their new life. So somebody definitely is about to have a new life out here. And life is a precious gift. Life is a gift, precious and valuable. So there's people, that they didn't value, their own life. So how could they value anybody else's life? And then we got a karmic. So there could be, people that could be arguing back and forth with a karmic. I don't know if whoever this karmic is, is gonna like reach out to somebody. Or somebody, paid, somebody some money, to, try to get somebody to argue back and forth. Or, somebody, thought that, like, whatever they were doing was going to cause somebody, like, to argue back and forth with them. We got an earth sign, so Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Or whoever this karmic is could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, that could have been involved in, coercion. Whoever this is, they're a hater. And they're making themselves look dumb. Or there's somebody, they could be dealing with whoever these people are. And they're making themselves look dumb. Or somebody, arguing back and forth with people, period. That, could have set them up. Making themselves look dumb. Because I did definitely picked up on, somebody, being set up or finding out that, they were set up or finding out, that, like it was all a game. But whoever this is, they know that you don't trust them. So whoever this is, they're trying to, play catch up, or they're trying to, like get in where they don't fit in. It could be a masculine energy. But whoever this is, they don't force God's hand out here. So but we already saw the God's vengeance, God's wrath card, and their health is declining. There could be multiple people's health that could be declining. Definitely a masculine energy. Definitely a karmic. Taking financial losses left and right. So there is somebody or some people that they're in a lose-lose situation out here. So somebody knows that you don't trust them, and they know that they're making themselves look stupid, or they know that they basically got themselves in this situation. They're in a lose-lose situation because they were being secretive about the past out here. And somebody definitely is avoiding accountability out here. There's a two-faced friend involved. Somebody definitely pushed the self-destruct button out here. And they're taking losses left and right. Losing their home, money, friends, jobs, family. Somebody definitely could know that their future is over. But whoever these people are, they were trying to cause roadblocks and detours so that somebody will be destroyed. Somebody's life will be destroyed. That was the whole point of like them doing whatever this is. But these people don't even know that you were sent as a lesson to teach a lesson out here. Be aware, because whoever this is, they know that you don't trust them, so they possibly could try to like send some type of false lovers somebody's way, so it makes sense, why the wealthy man was out there. It makes sense. But good leaders are humble. So somebody is a good leader out here. I don't know, somebody was trying to downplay, like somebody's not a good leader or whatever have you, but somebody's a good leader. There's somebody that they're obsessed with being the center of attention. So somebody exposed some information, just to get attention. So be aware, because somebody could be in a lose-lose situation. So somebody definitely could be planning something out here. That could be to, you know, like expose some information just to get attention. So somebody's hard work and dedication will be rewarded. So yeah, somebody wants the attention, but yeah, they're not the star. They're not the one that's shining bright like a diamond. They're a dark ass, evil ass entity attached, having as karmic, whoever this is. And drugs, yeah, are their best friend. They are addicted. So somebody's addicted to pills. Somebody's addicted to, yeah, reckless sex out here. Yeah, but you could be seeing the angel number 211. Yeah, spiritual helpline. So somebody, you know, yeah, somebody, you know, has, yeah, reached out, you know, to their spiritual team, and yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, is about to be shocked to find out, yeah, how their spiritual team shows up. Or the Most High God could be, you know, tell somebody's spiritual team, I'll take this call. So we got apology. So be aware. Somebody, you know, yeah, could be trying to apologize, you know, going back to, yeah, somebody, you know, coming in, I apologize, with those crocodile tears. Yeah, whoever this is, they want to, yeah, disrupt somebody's peace. Somebody definitely, yeah, needs to protect their peace out here. We got institution. So somebody, you know, could be in an institution, or somebody's about to go. We got a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could be a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Yeah, you need to protect your peace from whoever these people are. Because, yeah, you've earned every single blessing that you will receive. I just saw protective custody. So somebody, you know, could be in protective custody. Or something about, yeah, protective custody is significant. But there is somebody or some people that are dangerously obsessed with somebody. And yep, there is a judge that, yeah, is involved in some type of unethical actions in a legal case. So there could be somebody, you know, that could be trying to check themselves. But yeah, in reality, they know that they already wrecked themselves out here. Yeah, we got a masculine energy. There's a masculine energy, you know, that, yeah, they're involved in some type of coercion. Yeah. Going back to, yeah, the intuition, you know. So, yeah, somebody, you know, could know who's involved in the coercion, who's involved. So, yeah, somebody is being told to trust their intuition because, yeah, it's right. Yeah, somebody committed a crime out of passion out here. And this could have taken place in March. Or somebody, you know, could have planned and plotted, you know, to, yeah, commit some type of crime out of passion. Something about March is significant. Yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could have been using fake accounts to spy on somebody, harass somebody, bully somebody, or, yeah, communicate or be aware, you know, because, yeah, somebody knows that somebody doesn't trust them. So somebody possibly, yeah, could try to use some type of fake accounts, yeah, to communicate with somebody. But, yeah, whoever this person is, yeah, they didn't know that they had to pay up. Or whoever these people are. Newsflash. Yeah. There's somebody or some people's story, yeah, that changed too many times out here. Somebody, yeah, could have misused computers, you know, in an illegal way. But going back to, yeah, like somebody, we got protective custody, so it came out. So somebody, you know, could be in protective custody. Or somebody, you know, could be shocked to find out that somebody's in protective custody. This could be, yeah, like a lawyer, judge. For somebody, yeah, this could be like a boss, you know what I mean? An ex-boss. I don't know. Because with this good leaders are humble out here, this is giving me, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, abuse their power, you know? Yeah, because they're power hungry and arrogant. But there is a case that has been dismissed out here. So, you know, if people, you know, yeah, were trying to, you know, say that somebody was involved in coercion, or, you know, saying that somebody, you know, was involved that wasn't involved, yeah, the case has been dismissed. So somebody, you know, could be receiving some type of, you know, payment, you know, from, yeah, like being, you know, like illegally, you know, convicted of something. We got a drama king out here. So, yeah, there's a drama king out here. There's a drama king, yeah, that could be arguing back and forth with people. But, yeah, they're mad because, yeah, karma is hitting back to back. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, they could be going through an ego death out here. But we got laid to rest, R.I.P. Yep. Somebody, whoever this drama king is, they definitely, yeah, could be sending distractions out here. So something about, yeah, sending in false lovers, or yeah, paying people, you know, to cyberbully somebody, pay people to ruin somebody's reputation, whatever they were trying to do. But yeah, time is the wisest counselor of all healing. So yeah. So I don't know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to receive some time, or yeah, like, so somebody, you know, could already be locked up, and yeah, like that wasn't good enough for them. You know what I mean? That was, yeah, but that's like a luxury, says the Most High God. Because yeah, I could have just, you don't appreciate life anyway, you know. I just gave you another chance to see, you know, yeah, if you were going to choose to, you know, like, to appreciate life, you know, yeah, when you got 3 hots in a cot, because you don't gotta have that, says the Most High God. So yeah, somebody possibly didn't use their time wisely, you know. Somebody, you know, could be locked up, and yeah, they still, you know, involved in criminal activity. So oh well, sucks to be them. But yep, somebody definitely, yeah, is about to enter into some type of new love cycle out here. Somebody, you know, is about to receive a spiritual level up. Yep. But who's sending distractions? Yeah, a karmic soulmate. So this could be a karmic masculine or a karmic feminine. But whoever this is, yeah, they're concerned about their financial status. So yeah, they could have been, you know, doing whatever they were doing in order, you know, to, yeah, like, have a financial status that, yeah, like, they don't have, you know. They still didn't accomplish what they were wanting to accomplish. Somebody's grandfather could be involved. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be hiding, you know, like a death. But yeah, there's some evidence that was found, and yeah, there is somebody or some people that are guilty, guilty, guilty. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, somebody wants to pay back the money that they stole, because I just saw that card. But yeah, the only reason why they could want to pay the money back that they stole is because, yeah, they could be facing 1 to 5 years for being involved in coercion. And yeah, they know the catastrophe is near as well. The catastrophe is near when it comes to, yeah, like a fake doctor. Somebody definitely, yeah, used the fake doctor, you know, to, yeah, fraudulent DNA test, you know. Something about, yeah, some health records. Somebody, you know, could have went, Yeah, we got a sick masculine energy. So there's a sick masculine energy out here. Or yeah, you know, like somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like went to a fake doctor, you know, or got some type of fraudulent medical documents to say that somebody is sick. But somebody is sick out here. And yeah, whoever this is, you know, yeah, they didn't know that they had to pay up. So sick or not sick. Yeah, so you were trying to get somebody sick. So yeah, you still got to pay up. Or yeah, you're involved. You know what I mean? You agreed, you know, to, yeah, try to get somebody sick or whatever this is. Man, yeah, somebody's homes are being raided. There's homes that are being raided out here. It's all type of stuff going on. Yep, we got a drama king and then we got a drama queen. So yeah, they're a match. Whoever this is, they could be a family member, or yeah, there's a family member, you know, that's in a lose-lose situation. Catastrophe is near for whoever this family member is. But yeah, whoever these people are, they're dishonest and hypocritical. You could be saying the angel number 555. There definitely, yeah, is a change that's about to take place. We got a Capricorn Aquarius cusper, so you could be a Capricorn Aquarius cusper, or there's one involved. But yeah, you're a blessing in disguise. But there's a blessing in disguise, you know. Yeah, that's a part of somebody's rewards. Yep, we got a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So heavy Libra out here. You could be saying the angel number 1616. Yeah, there will be some new opportunities that definitely, yeah, will reveal themselves to somebody. We got friends. So something about, yeah, some friends. There's some friends that know that somebody doesn't trust somebody. There's family members that know somebody. So yeah, somebody, you know, could be trying to get unknown people, you know, to, yeah, communicate with somebody, or unknown people. Because, yeah, somebody knows that, yeah, like, somebody doesn't trust a lot of people. So just be aware. But yeah, they could have, you know, yeah, gotten multiple, you know, like people that somebody doesn't even know, you know, to, yeah, continue, you know, to spread the many inconsistent stories. But yeah, something is spreading fast. Word could be spreading fast, you know. Whoever it is that's sick, you know, yeah, whatever they got going on in their body, you know, could be spreading fast. Somebody, you know, could have already started a new love cycle. That could be what could be spreading fast, you know, the information, you know. And so, yeah, there's people, you know, that, yeah, they want to destroy it, you know. But they already have been trying to destroy somebody. This is giving me, you know, like, yeah, like, you know, like Jesus, you know, people knowing that Jesus is the chosen one, you know, but yeah, some of them choose not to believe it. You know, some of them believe it, but they're jealous because why is it Jesus and not me, you know? Yeah, some of them, you know, they don't care, you know, yeah, it's kind of like regardless, you know, yeah, people knowing, you know, who Jesus is, knowing that Jesus was the chosen one, yeah, they still spit on him. They still, you know, threw rocks at him. They still, you know, yeah, try to destroy him. Wow, but they're definitely, yeah, somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, wreak havoc in society. Yeah, somebody is being considered as a troublemaker out here, or there's people, you know, that, yeah, they lied to make somebody look like that they, you know, were a trouble to society. But yeah, there's a lawyer that's caught in a web of lies. Somebody definitely, yeah, their mouth, you know, wrote a check that their ass can't cash. Somebody, you know, could have been, you know, like trying to do all this stuff, you know, trying to pressure somebody to make a decision. Yeah, but whoever this is, they done met their match. And they're shook. So, yeah, I feel like yeah, like they didn't know who somebody was. Yeah, somebody, I'm picking up, yeah, like on a chosen one, you know what I mean? But, yeah, they didn't know that, yeah, somebody, you know, was, yeah, heavily protected out here. So, yeah, God has gotten off the throne. Whoever these people are, they're getting God's vengeance. They're under God's wrath. They're receiving bad karma. And now, yeah, somebody wants to pay back the money that they stole. Because, yeah, they're unable to catch a good break. They can't win for losing. And, yeah, it's them paying the money back that they stole ain't going to stop God's wrath. Ain't going to stop God's vengeance. Yeah, this is somebody, you know, that, yeah, they're looking over their shoulder. So not only, you know, yeah, so... But I feel like whoever this is, they've done more than, you know, like steal money from somebody. So, yeah, the power is in your hands. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yep, somebody, you know, could have became comfortable, you know, like with being, you know, like with discomfort, you know. So, yeah, like somebody, you know, working, you know, living from paycheck to paycheck, or, you know, yeah, you know, possibly, you know, yeah, like, you know, yeah, just being thankful, you know, for what they have, you know, and yeah, it might not be the most comfortable, you know, it might not be, you know, where somebody wants to be, but yeah, somebody, you know, appreciate, you know, their life, yeah, so somebody's about to be made comfortable in a big way out here. We got a Leo, so you could be a Leo or have Leo on your chart, or there's a Leo involved. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could have tried to ruin somebody's reputation, or they could have been trying to do all this, you know, yeah, because they were looking for a scapegoat. But be aware, you know, of, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, looking for a scapegoat. But whoever this is, yeah, they're drawing attention to themselves. This is somebody that definitely, yeah, could have disrespected somebody's loved ones. Ooh, we sucks to be them. Yeah, heavy Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Yeah, their health is declining. Or this is, yeah, just going on, you know, yeah, in Leo season, but we are in Leo season. But yeah, somebody's using fake accounts to spy, harass, bully, communicate with somebody. And yeah, whoever this is, yeah, they celebrated too soon. So this is like, yeah, like somebody using fake accounts to spy on somebody. And yeah, somebody, you know, is keeping their business to themselves. So somebody, you know, was trying to get, yeah, information on somebody, investigating somebody, you know, whatever they were doing, spending all their money. Now they tapped out. And yeah, because, you know, yeah, catastrophe is near. Now they're trying to figure out how to get money, you know, to pay the money back that they stole. So somebody, you know, could be, yeah, they could be prostituting out there, you know what I mean? They could be doing whatever they got to do to get money back, to get money to, yeah, pay back the money that they stole. But yeah, they're committing more and more, you know what I'm saying? They're committing more and more sin. They're committing more and more, you know, yeah, like, it's just like, yeah, whoever this is, no matter what, you know, yeah, they're in a lose-lose situation. And they know it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's about to be somebody's harvest season. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's time to reap. So yeah, it's time, you know, for, yeah, you to reap what you have sown. And it's time for these people, you know, to reap what they have sown. But word definitely, yeah, could have gotten back to somebody or some people. Mm-hmm. And it could have something to do, you know, with whoever's resonating with this message, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's somebody or some people that are stuck in a cycle of pain out here. Word could have gotten back to some people that, yeah, like somebody's turning, you know, like their pain into profit. So somebody, you know, could be waiting for the perfect moment, you know. This could be, you know, to tell somebody that, you know, that they are facing, you know, like some type of significant tragedy. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could be waiting for the perfect moment to communicate with somebody. Somebody, you know, could be waiting for the perfect moment, you know, to try to, yeah, like tell somebody that they're into them. But somebody, again, needs to be aware. Because, yeah, there's some type of uninvited energy that's lurking. Yep. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be waiting for the perfect moment, yeah, for somebody, for that good karma to hit, you know what I mean? For somebody, yeah, to reap what they have sown, so that, yeah, somebody, you know, could come in and try to swipe it. Yeah, be aware of somebody, you know, that, yeah, they have some type of hidden agenda out here. Or somebody, you know, could be waiting for the perfect moment, you know, to, yeah, basically confess. But, yeah, there are somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, got paid to play the game. And, yeah, they're receiving consequences, yeah, for their behavior out here. So whoever this is, you know, yeah, they could look good on the outside, but they're ugly on the inside. So, yeah, somebody, you know, could look like that they're not sick on the outside, but yeah, they ugly on the inside. But we got, it's a celebration, bitches. So somebody definitely, yeah, is about to have a reason to celebrate, but just be aware, you know, yeah, like somebody's hidden agenda to be, you know, try to get somebody, you know, to go here or go there, you know, yeah, just to, you know, have their way, or just to, yeah, to cause, you know, like some type of catastrophe. But yeah, somebody try to twist your words, and now, yeah, they have to eat theirs. Wow. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.